these students that come here on Wednesday nights feel valued. They feel accepted. They feel valued because there's adults here that value them. I'm gonna close with this story this morning, and that's a story that I've told before. So some of you guys maybe will recognize it. But on the night of August 30th, 2003, 7 vehicles with 15 travelers were stranded on I-35 over in Kansas at mile marker 116. They had gotten 3 inches of rain in less than an hour and had gotten 10 inches of rain in less than 24 hours, and Jacob Creek flooded onto the interstate. And in darkness, these vehicles drove into these flooded waters. One of the men was a man named Al Larson. He was from Texas. He was a certified scuba diver, and he knew very quickly that he and these other people were in a dangerous situation. And so him and a 24-year-old man named Ryan Lane began helping people out of their cars and helping them through the swift water to safety. They helped a young couple with their 2-year-old son. They carried a 79-year-old lady to safety. They helped 2 19-year-old girls to safety. They helped a middle-aged man to safety. And then Al Larson went back into the floodwaters to help a family that was in a minivan. And witnesses say a wall of water came and just washed them all away. Said that the vehicles just looked like twigs floating down the river. And Al Larson lost his life trying to save the lives of others. A year later, at Matfield Green Rest Area, close to where this tragic event occurred, Governor Kathleen Sebelius recognized the efforts of Al Larson and Ryan Lane for rescuing people that night, and a memorial was set up in honor of Al Larson. And we have a picture of it there. And it says, "This monument is dedicated to the memory and honor of Al Larson, whose actions were a testament to his strength and courage." His actions were a testament to his strength and courage. A testament is something that serves as a sign, something that serves as evidence of. So the question as I close up this morning is this: our actions are a testament to whether or not we value people. Our actions are a testament as to whether or not we see people as Jesus sees them. Our actions are a testament as whether or not we see people as they are. To whether or not we're going to love people, we're going to value people, we're going to invite them to the table. You know, have you ever thought about what God values? We probably all know the answer to that. In Revelation chapter 5, John was having a vision of heaven, and it says that there was no one found that could break the seal and open the scrolls. And it says that John wept and wept because there was no one that was worthy to open the scrolls. And then one of the elders said, "Look, there's one who can. The Root of David, the Lion of Judah. He is worthy to break the seals." And then it says in Revelation 5:9 that then they sang a new song. "You are worthy to take the scroll and open its seals, because you were slain, and your blood, by your blood, you purchased men for God from every tribe, every language, every people, and every nation." kind of invitation, and there's maybe someone here that you just need to know Jesus is inviting you to the table. Maybe you never accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior. Maybe you've never been buried in baptism. Jesus is inviting you to the table. And for those of us that are followers of Jesus, man, we need to know how much God loved us, how much God valued us, and He in turn expects us to love and value others. Are we inviting people to the table? In our homes, at church, at work, at school, are we inviting people to the table? Or are we like the priest and the Levite, and we see a need and we just walk on by? Have everybody stand and I'll pray.